stupid as a rolling rock, and following philosophies of shit that he don't know nothing about because he heard from hearsay and didn't do any research. And then you're in a situation where he can't really tell you nothing because he don't know nothing. And so we're in this circular movement of a dog chasing his tail kind of shit, where you're not getting no truth from nobody because nobody seems to really know. They're not doing the research to find out what's really going on. So you're constantly getting a lot of bullshit and no truth in anything. That's the kind of shit that I'm trying to help brothers to break away from. But the situation is, a lot of brothers don't want to listen to my truth. They don't want to hear what I'm saying. They're not listening to my facts. They're only going by, well, this motherfucker got a nice suit, he got a car, he got bodyguards, he got motherfuckers acting a certain way. Hell, Mayweather could do that. He could start his own cult. That motherfucker making so much money, he could start a cult, hire enough motherfuckers, have them suited up the way he want, do whatever the fuck he want until his money run out, and have niggas walking around like that. And do you know niggas will join his institution just because he looking like that? That's what I mean about crabs and barrel, slave mentality, identity crisis and all that. This is the kind of shit you gotta break. So I employ young brothers who got their life together, not caught up in the European culture other than just working, making their money, and trying to make way out. You got a lot of brothers that's in college that need to get the fuck out of college because all that shit you're reading is in a book. So you paying somebody over $1,000 a month to read a fucking book and get graded on a lot and then get a piece of paper from a Caucasian saying you have a certain thing, and then when you get to whatever just over broke, they gonna reteach you anyway. So all that shit was a waste of time because none of it is applied other than you have a piece of paper saying you have achieved this goal, so that means we could teach you. Do you see the scheme? Do you see the scam that's going on? But a lot of brothers don't get it. If you type in on Google or YouTube and type up education being a fraudulent act or the miseducation in college and all that, which is bullshit, and you find out by reading the shit they say, and they tell you in details how you in debt, how it fucks you up, how it ain't no guarantee you getting anything, and it's a rich man way of getting you to pay him money to listen to some bullshit that ain't true. That's the fact. That's the reality of it all. A lot of people don't like to listen to me because I say shit right on point, tell the truth, get to it, and don't give you no rainbow coalition of bullshit. I just tell you the truth and let you see where it's going and where it's going to be and how it's going to fit into your lifestyle. There's a lot of educated fools out here. I mean, these motherfuckers got PhDs, masters, BSs, you name it. Hella intelligent under the Caucasian man thought pattern. And don't even have a fucking just over broke. Because they too intelligent, that means they ain't gonna give them no money or give them no job because that motherfucker may do something that could cause a problem. See, intelligent people with strategies and know-how, they put you in the category of being excommunicated from your so-called community. The Negropeans don't deal with me because I'm too fucking intelligent. The blacks don't deal with me because they have identity problems. The niggas don't deal with me because they niggas. The coons don't deal with me because they're in a fantasy world and basically they're not going to get out of that fantasy world because that's the only way they keep themselves, at least in their mindset, sane. The holy rollers, them motherfuckers are like the coons in a fantasy world. Actually, the religion fanatics and coons are pretty much the same. Whether they Muslim, whether they Christians, Hindu, whatever they are, they're coons. Because a coon is a person who has no awareness of who they are and they believe everything other than who they are in a race of people from the motherland. So they coons. There's nothing, you don't debate with them. It's like talking to a fucking wall. And try talking to a wall one time and see how that happens. And that'll get you to understand where I'm coming from. Now, that's what I'm saying, brothers. If you really want to get into the culture, if you really want to be free, if you really want to work with your people of color, then you need to talk to me. When I say Nubia, because that's a name that was named before the Caucasians came in and named them. When I say people of color, we have different skin textures in the motherland. Not the inbreeds that got, not the inbreeds, but not the half-breeds that got raped and looked the way they do. I'm talking about other people of color. We have been dark skinned, brown skinned, full lips, wide nose, and all the tight curly locks or hair that in the motherland of different shades. So that's a race in itself. We have many different races. But That's why we say people of color, because we identify with everybody in Kemet, Nubia, the original name, with all the different various countries and cultures that's in the motherland. That's why it's people of color. But this other bullshit, these Africans, this black, that shit comes from Caucasian. Kubalan, all that shit came from European, Greek, Caucasian. They never intended for you to know your history. And long as you value their history over the truth, you will never get conscious. So although you think you're aware, you're not. You're not. And you're never going to be able to get true consciousness unless you talk to a brother like me who know it. Even Dr. Clark and all these other European named Negropeans who had some good logic, but they was basing everything off of European culture. They never based off their culture to learn from their people, from the motherland, to get this knowledge. They got it from the Caucasian man. So how could you come to me and tell me, well, the Caucasian man is this, that, and the other, but I have my degrees from him, I have my philosophy from him, I go and give lectures because of these degrees, and people listen to me because of these degrees, and then you telling me, well, you shouldn't believe him. That is so contradictory. That's a stale shit since stale bread. But yet, Negropeans promote it, and unfortunately, a lot of people of color fall for it. And then they become exactly what they don't need to be. When you have a light mind, that means you're seeing outside the box. You're seeing there's a possibility of what's going on is not the same. Most of these so-called educated fools that be talking, whether they ministers or anything, and they be telling the truth, look how many years it took for them to come out and tell the truth. And the fact that they still following a false religion when they know the shit is a lie from the very beginning shows that they're trying to use this shit as an advantage. So one manipulator exchanged for another manipulator to manipulate you. How the fuck is that doing anything to help you? How is that being able to lift your people up? A manipulator is a conniving, scheming motherfucker or fatherfucker. And their agenda is to get you to follow them and make money off of you, not to get you to know the truth and stand for yourself. Because if they did, they'd be talking like me. And how many people you see talking like me? So you have to look at yourself and wonder, well, you know, I've been talking about, what I'm talking about before David Banner even came into existence. I've been talking about this back when Boogie Down Production was doing their thing, BDD or whatever you call them, KRS-One. Before all them brothers was getting on the screen, I was doing the research and being with the people who was making up their cults to get people to follow. Farrakhan came to me and damn near begged me to be a part of his organization. Talk about I'm the original, I'm this. If I'm the original on one level, then if I'm the original, then how the fuck all of a sudden I came before original and now I'm the original curse? Because he left out the part I'm the original Nubian brother. And when I say he left out that, what I mean is when he told me I was the original Nubian brother, he left out the part that my lips and my nose and my coarse hair was a curse. Because at that time, when he would have said that shit, I would have said, no it ain't. My culture, my history, my language go back thousands of years. Predate all that Arab shit you talking about. But see, the situation is, it's called manipulation. So when that man met me over 40 years ago, correction, over 30 years ago, and brought me up to what he was about when he was at Loyola University giving a lecture, and I was there teaching the football team self-defense for techniques, because I was making money back then as a young man because my skill was on that level. I was teaching the Loyola football team about martial arts stuff so they could be able to do better jobs than that. I didn't have a contract with the coach and none. Individuals, they came to me because that's how I had it. You know, all them coaches, them Caucasians ain't gonna give me shit. Never have, never will. But Farrakhan was introduced to Loyola to come there and give a lecture. And he stood all us brothers up and talk about the darker, the darkest, and where we stood. Left out all that Shabazz shit at the time.